you next week. Yeah. Boys, let's just go into the red hot cracking. Okay, enjoy the win. All right, boys.
Well, hello viewers, and welcome Mr. Barry Peatling to the Barry Peatling Sports Show.
And welcome to you, Colin Sutcliffe, and all our interstate and viewers around the world. It's a very, very cold day in Chelsea.
It is, and international viewers as well.
I'd say overseas.
Interstate. How many views are you up to now,
Over
Barry?
35,000.
Only 35,000. 35,000.
Who would have thought Who would have thought 2.5, 3 years ago we would have got 100 views, and now we've got over 35,000
views.
Amazing.
Incredible.
Mind-boggling.
Before we get into the game, Chelsea versus Karingal, let's have a look at days gone by.
Yeah, a couple of good photos over there back in the 60s. The Pena playing horsing, because I've got the ball there, of course. And the fellow said, what did he say? I got you, fella.
Gotcha.
No, he didn't get me at all. I was too smart for him, Colin.
Slippery as Neil. Who's that fellow there?
It's Karingal. He was going to be Ed Racing number, no 31, and he was pretty tough, but he didn't have too many brains.
Okay.
And the other one there, that's the longest and the shortest. I didn't look that much shorter than him, did I? But he was 6'5" and I was 5'8", so it must be some sort of camera...
camera angles. But they said the combination of you two was outstanding.
Oh, he's a good ruckman, yeah, and a very, very tough ruckman, and could palm the ball.
So you palm it straight to you a lot of the times.
Not just bang it, palm it.
You go plop, plop, straight to you.
And he was a very tough cookie, Johnny McGill. Come from Manu, which is 14 miles away from the Pena.
Okay.
So that was a pretty good photo, wasn't it?
Yeah, very good, and that was in the newspaper, the Wimmera Mail Times.
Yeah.
Very good.
The #1 paper of the Wimmera.
Of the Rimmer League. Of course, Chelsea versus Karingal. Now, predicting rain all day. Rain, what they said it was going to be.
No, it didn't rain at all.
No rain at all.
Perfect day for football.
What sort of crowd was it?
Fair.
Fair crowd? Not huge.
Fair crowd.
I think Karingal are not travelling. They're not travelling.
Well, hardly scored a goal the last 8 weeks, and they've kicked 7 against us.
Yeah, and there was
not a good rap.
A lot of predictions I was hearing
that they
were going to win by, we're going to win by 100 and all this sort of stuff. I heard from the crowd.
Well, that was
beginning of the beginning of the fourth quarter. We're going to really trounce them now, is what they were saying. And just go back to the weather a little bit. It was a mild day, wasn't it?
It was a perfect day for football. Might have been 1 or 2 or 3 goals at the most. Wind down towards the Catherine Avenue's end, but that was. You couldn't play football on Saturday, Colin. You couldn't play anywhere.
Give it up.
That's right.
Any changes?
Yes, there's out because of Toddy Gardner, who had a bit of a misdemeanour with his other teammate last Sunday night. He's got another week to go. I cannot believe it. Cannot believe he's not playing next week either. Joel Connolly's got something wrong with his back. Something wrong with his disc and his bottom part of his back. Could be. What else can go wrong? And Rory Gregg has been dropped, has been going too flash the last few weeks. And incoming was Silver and another, I think he's under 18 too. He might be alright too, that kid. Jurisic and Matty Gardner, which is a welcome return. He was playing alright before he got dropped.
Very good. So those are the changes. Well, let's get into the game then, Barry.
Well, the first half and the first quarter particularly was 2-2. Bradley Clark and Jaden Nathard. Tutu was taking them apart, just smashing the packs, and but half-time scores were 10-9 to 2-6. Well, give the first quarter.
Yeah, because it was pretty close in the first quarter, wasn't it?
The first quarter, yeah, it was. They sort of started pretty reasonably well. We kicked 3 goals 4, and they kicked 1 goal 2.
So it was close.
But the second quarter, we kicked 7 goals 5 to then 1 goal 4. But then the ruck set in after half-time. Yeah,
okay, so the first half, it looked like Chelsea had won it at that stage.
Well, it looked as though we could have won by between 15 and 20 goals.
Okay, so a good first half, and then the third quarter?
Well, it was we didn't score too much in the third quarter either, I don't think. It was only, we only scored 4 goals and they kicked 1 goal 3. So it was a pretty sort of slack. They started to stop chasing Chelsea again.
So I've got this one in the bag.
Well, I think they probably got a little bit too cocky, but in the third quarter, they only kicked 1 goal through. We were 11 goals in front. I thought, well, this could be a 20-goal win.
So this is a 3/4 time.
3/4 time. But at the last quarter...
last quarter then, Barry.
Well, the last quarter, as I say, it was probably our worst quarter. If they would have thought we would have sort of just run right away, because there were 11 goals in front. Could have been a 20-goal win. Got a little bit of percentage.
Mm-hmm.
They've kicked 5 goals, 5. And we've kicked a measly 2 goals.
So they've actually caught up. They had the better of the last quarter. I saw a lot of happy faces at 3/4 time, all smiling.
Well, we
coaches
were just cantering.
Got this in the bag, and some people saying, 100 points, that sort of stuff. But what was the final scores then, Barry?
Well, the final score was 16-12 to Chelsea to 8-14 Karingal.
Decent win.
Well, if it was a normal side we're playing, but we're playing the weaker side in the competition, they let them kick. That's the highest score they kicked this year.
Yeah. They would have been pretty happy about that.
They kicked 7 goals 6 2 weeks ago.
Mm.
That was their highest for the season. Now they've kicked 8-14.
They'll be
They've got 22 shots.
Pretty ecstatic.
Not good for the Chelsea.
So there's a win, but you're not happy.
Look, as I said down here, they stopped running and manning up, and of course number 15 for them, Green Goodall, he's probably the last of the Mohicans of all the players have left.
Yeah, because they had Pecker.
He's about 6'9". Jackson Arthur tried hard, but he wasn't.
He's a big guy.
Oh, he's a monster. He'd be their best player for Karingal. He'd be in the top 3 and the best on the ground too.
And he fills out his shirt fairly well too.
Oh, big man.
Yeah. Go give us the goal kickers then, Barry.
The goal kickers, the 2 Maddies kicked 3 goals each. Maddie Baxter and Maddie Smith. 3 goals each, I said. Timor, he played well for him. 2 goals. 2 goals to Hudson Thomas, 1 to Travis Graham, 1 to Lou Clark, 1 to Bradley Clark, and 1 to Bywaters, who went off in the last quarter. And I said, what's wrong with you? So I feel dizzy. Feeling dizzy.
Crazy. Okay, well, give us the group of best players then.
The best players were Bradley Clark, 2-2, Jay Naddard, Matty Baxter, Matty Smith, Finny Moore, a few good players on Saturday. Travis Graham and Jason Clark.
Okay, so a little group of your best players.
Yep.
Give us the votes then, Barry. 1 vote.
1 vote for Bradley Clark, who never plays a bad game.
2 votes.
2 votes for 2-2, played an amazing game, 2-2.
Very good game.
So best game for the season. And 3 votes of best on the ground by a mile, Jaden Naddard. Killed him.
Started
over 30 possessions, Colin.
Very good.
He was unbelievable.
So he's starting to come good.
Well, that's his best game for the season, but he was just... I think he might be better on the ball.
Yeah.
Because he's a very attacking half-back flank at the moment, but he just... He kicked a lovely goal too. Jaden, you killed him, eh?
Very
well
good.
done.
Okay. Well, there's the 3 votes for Jaden Naddard. Of course, it's going to be a little bit of catch-up time because of your friend who's out.
Bodyguard's got another week. God, strike me. But there was a couple of highlights. Did you mention that?
Tell us the highlights, Barry.
Jason's Clark mark in the first quarter, Colin. He nearly stood on the head with his feet in the first quarter. He can take a mark. He played all right too, Jaden Clark. And of course, Matty's 3 goals, they were all gems. 2 on the boundary, 1 sort of fairway out. Can kick goal, Matty. And because I get a mixed up because they're both dark.
Yeah. Oh, okay, right.
One's 23, one's number 23, and one's number 15. But Matty.
So they all look the same.
They do. They play the same too.
Yeah.
But I put them down so that they've got 6 goals between them.
Okay.
One of them I got 4, one of them I got 2, but the other way around.
It's hard to say, but
they both play pretty well.
So that's pretty good. A pretty good game. Without, you're happy with the game, but a little bit disappointed in the last quarter.
It was very disappointing last quarter. Up till 3/4 time, we're going like we thought we might have gone, and sort of put them away pretty easy. But the last quarter, they just they outplayed us. They had 9 shots to us 4, and that was a scoring end too.
So who are we playing next week then, Barry?
Oh, the thought of it makes me cringe a bit, but it's Frankston YCW at Frankston YCW.
Okay, so
they've been kicking 30 goals the last 2 weeks, and so I just got to. And we haven't got the number 7 player playing again next week.
So you'll be down there. You're travelling down there.
I'll be down the YCW ground. It's down off Cranbourne Road, isn't it?
Oh, that's sort of near the RSL or something, isn't it? Yeah.
That's Frankston Road, isn't it? Yeah.
I think Frankston Cranbourne Road.
Yeah, I'll be there for sure.
There.
But it's going to be a bit of a daunting task. I don't know where I don't think Joel Conlon is back because he's got this thing that prints the nerve on his spine or something. When the hell did he do that? Didn't do it the week before. But I'll be there, and hopefully we can improve from Saturday.
Very good. Alright, we'll switch to the AFL then. We know that my Mighty Saints are travelling a bit lowly, but a team that was expected to fly high this year doesn't look like it's going to make the finals, and that's Richmond.
Well, I made a very big prediction before the season started, Colin, that Richmond will finish in the top 4, not in the top 8, the top 4. They will finish in the bottom 4, the way they're going. They just, 2 weeks, 10 days ago, they kicked 24 goals 6, and this week they come out and play like a pack of girls.
So are they flat track bullies?
I don't know what's going on now.
So they beat up the little boys.
They can't put 2 games together, Colin.
Yeah, so they go to GWS, the little boys, they can beat them up.
Well, GWS nearly beat Port Adelaide something, didn't they?
Yeah.
So there you go. I mean, you can't go by where the teams are down the bottom, because and Melbourne, was it Melbourne to give Port Adelaide a fright?
Yep.
Yeah, Melbourne. Yeah, they were in front, because I was talking over the footy game. They're in front.
Let's talk about Richmond here.
But Richmond,
crisis.
Look, we played 10 games, won 3, have we?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not a very good start.
Same as St Kilda.
Well, St Kilda wasn't expected to go very good this year, were they? They lost half their players. But Richmond, we got Marrick back, but he'll take a couple of weeks to get back into the rhythm. But I don't know. It's just Jack Rewald. He went from old goal to boiled lowies on the weekend. He just we kicked 3 goals at the finish. We kicked 3 goals in the last 2 in the last quarter. But I got a funny feeling the coach. I don't think he'll be in there to find. Look, before the season started, Colin, everybody in the whole Victoria reckons that thought that Richmond would be in the top 8 at least.
Not everyone.
Yes, they did. Everyone was predicting Richmond would be in the. All those predictions early in the season, I was in the paper, they said, Richmond will probably finish 5, 6. They
Rabble.
The 3rd last, aren't they?
Yeah.
At the moment. The percentage is about 70.
Yeah.
Otherwise they're
Rabble.
Who are they playing next week?
I'm not sure, but the season's on the line. Well, the season's almost gone, isn't it? 3 and 10.
Is it Collingwood? No, they're playing one of the top sides next week.
Yeah.
No, for the Tiger supporters out there, keep your chin up, but I don't think we're going to be in. This is going to be. If we get beaten next week, whoever we're playing, I'll tell you what, the coaching decision will be on the line, and I think they might.
He's got like 2 years left. They extended his contract a few weeks ago.
Have they?
Yeah. They gave him another 2 years.
Contracts are made to be broken, aren't they?
Yeah, but they have to pay him.
Will they?
Pay him $1 million.
You get $1 million for. No, he wouldn't. You get $1 million for 4 years, wouldn't he? They didn't get $1 million.
But he's got this year. He's got 2 years after that.
Yeah, he's on about 300.
More than that.
The only coach who gets $1 million is Paul Roos.
Oh, maybe Malthouse.
Nah, 600.
Anyway, Richmond will have to watch the space or see what's going on. Any Cheerios, Barry?
Always got some Cheerios from this part of the world down to the Philippines. I'm talking about blackouts. We had a blackout today for 2 hours. I'm talking about Filipinos.
We almost weren't able to do the video today.
Yes, we rang up the SEC and what they call themselves now, the electricity company, and so we've got to do this for this. Okay, we'll get the power on.
Get the power on.
Only for this unit. So a special what do you call it? Preference for so we can get the video. No, there's as I say, the Philippines had a 13-hour blackout yesterday. 13 hours. 3 13-hour blackouts in the last 4 days, Colin, and 5 hours today.
And that's over at Olongapu.
Longapu, Philippines. But no, Manila don't get it.
Yeah.
They don't get blackouts.
No.
It's only little.
Too busy making their folders.
And of course Annie, and because he's not feeling very. The whole house is not feeling very well. They've got this bug. Whoever one gets it, they all get it.
Yeah.
So they're on all the antibiotics.
Well, it's the same here in your family here. One gets
it.
Yeah, you all get it. You all get it.
But I don't get tempted. But I just feel sorry for them. I can't. But now we had a blackout this morning, so.
Okay.
But then PH and Sandy and Carlos, hope everything's going up there. PH. Don't know about the Tigers, Phil. We're bit of trouble. Matter of fact, we're in big trouble. I think I might put him for the coach next year myself. Tigers. And who else have I got?
Tony
from Latvia. I haven't seen you on your what do you call it? We find out who's watching the videos from Latvia. Tune in. Although it wasn't a bad sort of win, Tony, but it wasn't good either. But I think we're going to be in for a long season, and next year we'll have to get Oh, we just got to play it by ear, I suppose. You can't get too much down, but I'm not very happy at the moment. And that's about all for today.
And that's goodbye from me.
And goodbye for me. See you next week.
Next week. Yeah. Boys, let's just go into the Red Hot Cracking. Okay, enjoy the week. All right, boys.